Hey YouTube, Kira Twig here, bringing you all an update to my Destiny Hero Yu-Gi-Oh deck profile for post-Dark Neostorm. Been wanting to do an update to this deck for quite some time now, and very happy that we received Destiny Hero support in the Dark Neostorm booster pack. Very surprising since I didn't expect any of this really good support for the Destiny Hero monsters, along with all the different plays that you can do with the Destiny Hero deck, being able to special summon out a lot of Destiny Heroes very fast. You have all the different fusion plays, and we've also got a new Link monster to go with them as well, which I'm very happy about. It's a very good Link monster at that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with the deck profile. So to start off, for the Destiny Hero monsters, I run 3 Destiny Hero Drill Dark with this one. If it's normal or special summon, you can special summon 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand with attack less than or equal to this card's attack on the field. You can only use this effect of Drill Dark once per turn, and if this card attacks a defense monster, inflict piercing bow damage to your opponent. So not only do you have the piercing, but also being able to get 2 monsters on the field means that you can go into your Link monster that much faster. Extra Hero Cross Crusader, which specifically made for the Destiny Hero plays. So Drill Dark just helps to swarm the field very quickly with your other Destiny Hero monsters. I also run 2 Destiny Hero Celestial. This one helps because it can destroy face-up spells on the field when it declares an attack and then inflict 500 damage to your opponent. And also, to accept the turn it was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card and 1 other Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard, where you control no cards in your hand to draw 2 cards. So it really does help to replenish your hand of resources, or you can even just set them on the field if they're spell cards, or summon them if they're monsters, and hopefully grab some other useful cards like the Fusion cards, Destiny Draw, and then go through more of the cards you draw with Celestial's effect. I had it at 3 in the deck, but I decided to drop it down just for the fact that you can get into the graveyard much faster with cards like Destiny Hero Dangerous if need be. And other than that, you have other search options available to you to get this card back out to the field. And the face-up spell destruction effect is a little more situational depending on the type of deck you go up against. So not always needed, but especially needed if you go up against decks that have field spells or continuous spells that need to be destroyed because they're too much of a hassle to get over otherwise. I also have 2 of the new Destiny Hero Draw Hand in the deck. I was debating on how many I wanted to run of this card, but I want to probably take out 1 copy so I could put in a 3rd copy of Fusion Destiny, which we'll get to when I talk about the spells. But with Destiny Hero Draw Hand, if this card is special summoned by the effect of a hero monster, you can make each player draw 1 card, and during the next standby phase after this card was sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card from your graveyard but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Destiny Hero Draw Hand once per turn. So I really like it for the special summon. The draw on your turn, if you're going to finish off your opponent, definitely does help for that just 1 additional card. You might go for the mass change card you need, the fusion, or just that 1 additional hero monster you needed for your play. So draw hand for that, and it's special summon after you use it for, let's say, like a Link summon or a fusion summon. Definitely does come in handy and a great addition to the Destiny Hero deck. I also run 2 Destiny Hero Malicious. Sadly, this card is at 2, still on the ban list. Otherwise, definitely run it at 3, just for the easy special summon resource. I like to get it into the graveyard with Dangerous as fast as I can, just to get that special summon off, or even just with other cards I run in the deck, like Foolish Burial. It's just a free Destiny Hero monster once the 1 is in the graveyard. Just kind of sad when I open up both of them, because then otherwise I just have to use it for a fusion resource or summon it with Drill Dark otherwise. And then for some of the one-ofs for the Destiny Hero monsters, I run 1 Destiny Hero Decider. The burn protection from the graveyard definitely does come in handy, but being able to protect yourself against level 6 or higher monsters and also recycle some of your other Destiny Heroes in the graveyard is why I like to run 1 of this card. You can only use each of its effects once per duel, though. Otherwise, I would run more of it in the deck otherwise. I also run 1 Destiny Hero Disc Commander. This just helps for the special summon from the graveyard. Cannot be special summoned from the graveyard the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, and if this card is special summoned from the graveyard, you can draw 2 cards. You can only use this effect of Disc Commander once per turn. But we have plenty of special summon options in the deck, bringing up Cross Crusader once again. So with Disc Commander just being able to easily draw 2, just keeps your hand resources alive, since you do invest a lot of them in your fusion plays for sure. And I also run one Destiny Hero Plasma. This one is definitely a big one for stopping monster effects, being able to take your opponent's cards. You name it, you just need the 3 heroes on the field, with some of our other fusions like Destiny Hero Dominance, making that very easy to set up. I was debating if I wanted to run Dogma. Decided not to. If I would probably reduce some of my other hero numbers if you did want to find a place for it in the deck. I just really like Plasma in comparison otherwise. But for some of the other hero support, I run 3 Vision Hero Vion. This card just sets up your graveyard with cards like Celestial. It has the Banish effect to add a polymerization as well. And a lot of your hero cards, including Destiny Hero Dangerous, require a Dark Effect monster, which Vion fills out that spot. You can also use Vion for your mass change targets. So definitely very, very useful in the deck at 3. You can even set up your Malicious in the graveyard with this card if need be. So a very good normal summon at that. When the fact that it can also get the special summon off comes in handy with some of our other heroes we run. I also run 2 Honest Neos. It targets a hero monster for the 2500 attack gain, so that one definitely helps with the Destiny heroes we run in this deck, just to keep their attack stats high when you go up against your opponent for sure. And I also run 2 Shadow Mists. For the elemental heroes, I definitely like running the ones that work with the generic hero support just for the additional help. Shadow Mists, especially being able to get that mass chain search or adding a hero monster from our deck to my hand just and gives me access to whatever hero monsters I need at that time. And I also run 2 Elemental Hero Solid Soldier. Just when it's normal summon, you can special summon a level 4 or lower hero from your hand. You can even summon Drill Dark and then use its own effect to special summon another monster, giving you your 3 monster option on the field for Plasma if need be. So it's just a good field swarmer along with your Drill Dark. And lastly, for the monsters, I run the 1 Elemental Hero Stratos, just another good spell trap destruction effect, or even just adding a hero monster off this card when it's normal or special summon. Really can't go wrong with Stratos in any hero deck. And that is it for the monsters. Moving on to the spells, I have 2 Fusion of Destiny in the Fusion Destiny in the deck. I wanted to run 3, but like I said, if I were to reduce any of the numbers, I would either take out one of the draw hands or either one of the Vision Hero Vions. Kind of a player preference right there with this card, but it's really, really good. You fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck that lists a Destiny Hero monster as material, using monsters from your hand or deck as fusion material, but destroy it during the end phase of the next turn. Also, for the rest of the turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except dark hero monsters. You can only activate 1 Fusion Destiny per turn, but the fact that it uses your deck for your resources definitely does come in handy, since we have some pretty high costly Destiny hero monsters in the deck like Dominance. So running 3 of this for that setup, also with just hero monsters in your graveyard, sets up plays like Malicious, Celestial, you name it. We just have so many faster plays to go with that I'm really glad we got this fusion for the deck. I also run 3 Destiny Draw, pretty standard in all Destiny Hero decks, just for the discard draw. Even in the graveyard, your Destiny Heroes come in handy, so definite 3 of. I also run the 3 Mass Change. I have the 3 targets in the extra deck, not really limited with our Dark plays, since I run Dark Law and Anki for our targets with this card. Anki also being able to search out when you destroy cards, and then just having your Shadow Mist be able to search it. Starts off your Mass Change plays especially. And I also run 3 Allure Darkness. We have plenty of dark targets. I think just some of the hero monsters are the exceptions, Solid Soldier, Stratos, and Honest Neos, but all the Destiny heroes being dark means that just extra draw power with Allure in the deck for sure. And I also run 2 Call by the Grave. I was debating if I was going to be able to run this card, but didn't get hit on the ban list, or we didn't see an increased number either, so still at 2 for me, myself. So I didn't really want to run 3 in the deck, otherwise kind of took up some other spots. Like I said, I wanted to run 3 Destiny Fusion, so just adding more of this kind of would have conflicted. If you wanted to run a 3rd one, best thing I can recommend, taking out one of the Allure Darkness. And then for just some of the one-ofs, 1 Hero Lives, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Reinforcements of the Army, and 1 Foolish Burial. Easy graveyard setup, search, special summon from the graveyard, and special summon of your hero, your elemental hero monsters from the deck, especially cards like Shadow Mist, Stratos, you name it. This card just really does help for that setup. And for the last of the one-ofs, for the main deck, the 1 Polymerization, just for additional fusion, since Fusion Destiny needs to be from the deck or the hand, so you can't really work with the field too much with this card. The same can't be said about polymerization since it's hand or field. So if you have monsters set up on the field that you don't want to go for a link summon, you can use them for that fusion play. And that is it for the main deck. When I move on to the extra deck, I run 2 Destiny Hero Dominance. This one, excuse the proxy, this is the one card I could not get at Sneak to save my life, but it's a really good and needed card. You need 3 Destiny Hero monsters to make it, and during your main phase, you can look at the top 5 cards of either player's deck and then place them on the top of the deck in any order. And when this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. And if this fusion summon card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you could target 3 level 9 or lower Destiny Hero monsters in your graveyard with different names and special summon them. You can only use each effect of Dominance once per turn. So with this card, you have amazing setup for your Destiny Hero monsters on the field, and you also have the option to draw into the cards you want by checking the top 5 cards of your deck. A 2900 attack point monster, pretty good stats as well. Other than that, like I said, being able to reuse a lot of your resources when this card is destroyed makes your opponent kind of hesitant to obviously destroy this card also, but still very well worth it for you in the end with just the draw power and the setup you can do with it. I also run 2 Destiny Hero Dangerous. You just need a Destiny Hero monster and a Dark Effect monster to make this card, so you have your options to set up your graveyard and bump up this card's attack as well at the same time. I also run the 1 Destiny Hero Dystopia and 1 Destiny Hero Dustopia. Just more protection plays with both of these. Also just generic hero monsters for this one, and a Destiny Hero Fusion and a Destiny Hero monster for Dustopia to make. So you have the option with polymerization in this card to go into. And I also run 1 Vision Hero Trinity, just with some of the hero monsters on the field. This one can be a true finisher for your opponent, so it's why I like to run the 1 of in the deck. And we already spoke of the mass change targets, but the 2 Masked Hero Darklaw and the 1 Masked Hero Anki. If you want to switch around the numbers, you can try 2 Anki, 1 Darklaw, but I've grown fond of the 2 Darklaw just because I like having that extra option if my opponent does find a way to get over the 1 Darklaw, since it can really mess with a lot of their plays for sure. And for the Link monsters, I want to run more, at least 2 Extra Hero Cross Crusader, but sadly only was able to get 1. But if I'll show you what Link monsters I would take out. Otherwise, you just need 2 Warrior monsters to make this. The arrows make it great for your fusion plays. If this card is Link Summon, you can target 1 Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard and special summon it. And you can attribute 1 Destiny Hero monster to add 1 hero monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effect of Extra Hero Cross Crusader once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters the turn you activate this effect except hero monsters. So being able to have that search, that special summon, and just the easy requirements to get this card out, it is definitely a staple in any Destiny Hero deck for those plays alone. Like I said, would definitely run 2 of this. It's just one of my first turn go-to play cards, being able to revive monsters in the graveyard to even go for more plays. A true extender for the Destiny Hero deck. I have a Wee Witch's Apprentice in here. This would more than likely be the replacement for the Cross Crusader if I had the second one to put in, since you just need warrior monsters, and that's what we run in the deck to make it. And for the other additional extra hero monsters, I have Trisbana and Borrelsword in here, but if you had any of the other extra hero link monsters that you wanted to run, you can take these 2 cards out for those 2 as well. And then for the just the 1 rank 4 play, 1 Evil Swarm Nightmare, just 2 level 4 dark monsters being a good answer to take care of a lot of your opponent's problems. This can even be any other generic. I have Nightmare in here for the fact that it is a dark monster, and you can be limited to some of your plays with some of your Destiny Hero cards, limiting what you can special summon. But that is it for the deck profile. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like I said, definitely happy I was able to finally get an update to the deck. I was very happy that we got new support for the Destiny Heroes. And until next time, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And Kira Twig out.